Fawning. In every conflict, there's always one person trying to hold the whole room together with politeness alone. If this is your stress response, you automatically try to smooth things over without even thinking about it, softening your tone, agreeing to what is said, and doing whatever it takes to make everyone happy. It's the instinct to prevent things from getting worse by giving in, shrinking back, or saying whatever stops the tension from rising, even if it costs you your own needs in the moment. That reaction is actually a form of emotional intelligence. You read moods quickly, notice inconsistencies between words and behavior, and know exactly what to do to prevent tension from boiling over. People rarely explode around you because you instinctively de-escalate tough situations, but fawning or appeasing can come with a cost. You can lose your voice in the process, end up agreeing to things you don't actually want, and often get taken advantage of. What most people never acknowledge is you're just trying to keep everyone safe, including yourself. Hypervigilance. You step into a tense situation and immediately start scanning everything, not just where the exits are, but facial expressions, body language, tone, and the energy in the room. Your attention locks onto anything that might signal danger, and you become more alert and aware than anyone else. Hypervigilance usually develops after an experience where missing a signal meant getting hurt, and your body learned to track every detail so nothing will catch you off guard. It's also an instinct that traces back to people who survived by noticing danger early. Being the first to spot a threat meant you could warn others and keep the group safe. In modern conflict, that same instinct makes you unusually prepared and perceptive. You anticipate how a situation might unfold, plan for the worst outcome before anyone else realizes it's a possibility, and react quickly when things start to go sideways. You're the one who knows what to do when everyone else freezes, because your mind is already 6 to 7 steps ahead. The downside is living in a constant state of alert. When your brain is always scanning for danger, it's easy to jump to the worst-case scenario. That level of vigilance is exhausting and can make neutral situations feel threatening even when nothing is wrong. Information seeking. When conflict hits, your instinct is to grab every fact, example, message thread, or explanation you can find. That's information seeking as a stress response. Instead of freezing or fighting, your nervous system switches into problem-solving mode. Your mind races toward clarity because not knowing the real truth feels more stressful than the conflict itself. The more information you gather, the easier it is to separate emotion from facts, understand what actually happened, and make a decision based on something solid rather than panic. It's also a way of slowing everything down so you don't react impulsively or say something you can't take back. In heated situations, that tendency to verify and get the facts straight often prevents misunderstandings from exploding into something beyond control. The hard part is you can't always get every detail you need. Some situations move too fast, information is missing, or you simply don't have access to both sides of the story. That can leave you stuck waiting for answers you may never get, making it harder to respond in the moment. Still, your instinct comes from the right place. You'd rather understand what's real than react to what's assumed. Tunnel vision. There's a stress response where your attention locks onto one specific detail so tightly that everything else fades into the background. That's tunnel vision. Your focus narrows, your heart rate picks up, and your system pours all your energy into a single target because it feels safer than juggling the entire conflict at once. This response helped earlier humans stay fixed on the most immediate threat. A noise in the dark, a movement at the tree line, any signal of danger that needed fast attention. In modern times, that translates as performance under pressure. When you're locked in, you can complete tasks with precision because nothing else competes for your attention. You block out irrelevant details, keep moving forward when others get overwhelmed, and concentrate fully on the one immediate priority that needs your attention right now. Others might think you're ignoring the full picture, but that isn't the goal. You're keeping your focus where it matters, on the only thing you can control. Task switching. If tunnel vision is all about locking on to a single detail, then task switching is its opposite. Instead of focusing on one thing, your brain jumps rapidly from one action to the next, cleaning the counter, reorganizing your desk, typing an email, pacing across the room. Your thoughts feel chaotic, and physical activity becomes the quickest outlet your nervous system can find. The advantage is emotional regulation. Shifting tasks gives your mind something else to focus on, burns off excess energy, and creates just enough distance from the conflict to keep you from saying something you'll regret. The downside is it rarely solves the problem, and people might think you're avoiding the issue. But honestly, you usually end up knocking out a dozen other things in the process while giving yourself a moment to come back with a clearer head.